I'm Malaka from Sri Lanka. I would like to know about this ministers' meeting, what kind of things that you are going to discuss and what kind of support that you are expecting from uh, countries like Sri Lanka.
I must admit here that South Asia is not one as far as climate change is concerned. Maldives has a different perspective. Bangladesh has a different perspective. Sri Lanka has a different perspective. Nepal also has a certain view on climate change. In fact, South Asia, I would say it would be hypocritical of me to say that South Asia has one view. South Asia does not have one view. India and Pakistan, surprisingly, India and Pakistan have the same view in this area. And the other countries, for a change, have a different view. And quite rightly so, because they are ecologically different. They have diverse interest groups, and I think we must accommodate their concerns. We must address their concerns, and we must have a bilateral dialogue. And I'm sure the SAARC Environment Ministers Conference.
I'm going to ask Bangladesh and Nepal now. Bangladesh.
The role and performance that Bangladesh has been playing so far in the negotiation process and in the collective efforts of this South Asian region is up to the mark. Is it adequate, or do you have any observation on it that there should be all the more articulate or any suggestions or any expectations from Indian part?
It's not for me to give certificates to our neighboring countries, because every country is a sovereign country. It takes its position based on its national interest. And I don't think that India is in the business of forcing a consensus in South Asia. I do not want India to be seen as big brother. I know that many of our small neighbors see India in a different light. But I believe in two principles in South Asia. One, India should take unilateral confidence building measures in respect to many of our neighbors, particularly in matters relating to economics, trade, and so on. And certainly ecology and environment is one such area. And secondly, when requests for assistance come, from Sri Lanka or Maldives or Bangladesh or Nepal, for building up institutional capacity in these areas, India should be prepared to help, because I think that is India's great strong point. Now, but unfortunately what happens is there are a larger set of issues which bedevil our bilateral relationship. With Pakistan, it's terrorism. With Nepal, it's water resources, the Kosi. With Bangladesh, it is Tipai Mok. And therefore, the relatively easier task of institutional collaboration in areas of climate change get the back seat, and these bigger issues predominate. Let's take some more from South Asia.
Yeah, Pakistan.
Not on Jinnah.
Well, I didn't know you had something against him.
No, I'm also an admirer.
My name is Khalid Hussain. I work with the Financial Daily in Islamabad. And I would like to ask you, Mr. Minister, if there ever has been any discussion with your Pakistani counterparts on the glacial melt situation in the Himalayas, or are there any plans on your agenda to initiate any such discussion? And if so, what are the scopes of this possible cooperation?
Well, so far our glacier studies are being done within the Indian side of the Himalayas, although a satellite, when it goes up, does not respect geographic boundaries. So our satellite-based studies gives information on glaciers in different parts of the Himalayan mountain system. But our focus is largely on the Indian side. Now, I think, as you know, I don't have to tell you, our relations with Pakistan, the climate for climate change is still not ready. So let the larger climate improve, and then we can start talking of climate change.